Do you want to get rich? Hold that thought, because today we're not talking about what to do, but rather what not to do if you want to accumulate wealth. The journey to wealth can feel like a labyrinth, filled with complicated twists and turns, influenced by your personal circumstances, the economy, and many individual decisions. But worry not. We're here to guide you through some common traps that could hamper your financial growth. Today, we're shedding light on 4 major wealth-eroding habits: accumulating high-interest debt, succumbing to lifestyle inflation, neglecting to invest, and lack of financial education. Each of these can silently chip away at your wealth, keeping you from reaching your financial goals. So, let's break them down one by one, understand their impact, and learn how to sidestep these pitfalls. So, buckle up as we dive into these 4 wealth-eroding habits you should avoid. First up, the crippling effect of high-interest debt. It's like a leech that slowly but surely drains your financial lifeblood. High-interest debt typically comes in the form of credit card debt, payday loans, or other forms of unsecured loans. These types of debt can have interest rates that soar into the double digits, making it a costly burden to carry. The real kicker with high-interest debt is how it compounds over time. Imagine this. You owe $1,000 on a credit card with a 20% annual interest rate. If you only make the minimum payments, at the end of 1 year, you'll owe $200 more. That's the power of compounding working against you. Now let's take it a step further. Say you continue to carry this balance, adding no new debt, and continue to make minimum payments. After 5 years, you would have paid almost $1,000 in interest alone. That's the same amount as your original debt. This is money that could have been put to better use, like saving for a rainy day or investing in your future. High-interest debt not only takes away from your present, but it also robs you of your future. It reduces the amount of money you have available to save or invest, slowing down your journey to financial freedom. But don't despair. There are ways to manage high-interest debt. Low-interest loans or debt consolidation methods can provide relief. With a low-interest loan, you borrow a lump sum of money to pay off your high-interest debt, effectively replacing multiple debts with a single lower-interest loan. Debt consolidation, on the other hand, involves combining all your debts into one manageable payment, ideally with a lower interest rate. Remember, not all debt is bad. Mortgages or student loans, for example, can be considered good debt because they can lead to long-term financial gain. However, high-interest debt can be a major roadblock on your path to wealth. So tackle it head-on and keep it under control. Your future self will thank you. Next, we tackle the subtle yet dangerous habit of lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation is a term that describes a rise in spending when an individual's income increases. It's a pattern that can sneak up on many of us. Let's paint a picture here. Imagine you've just landed a promotion at work. With this exciting new position comes a generous pay bump. Instead of saving or investing this extra income, you decide to upgrade your lifestyle. Maybe you move into a pricier apartment, start dining at upscale restaurants, or even buy a new car. While it's natural to want to reward yourself for your hard work, the danger lies in allowing your spending to rise in tandem with your income. This phenomenon is lifestyle inflation, and it can be a significant roadblock on your path to wealth accumulation. You may be earning more, but if your expenses are climbing at the same rate, you're not actually increasing your wealth. In fact, you might even find yourself feeling just as financially stretched as you were before the pay raise. So, how do we keep lifestyle inflation in check? The key here is balance. It's essential to allow yourself some luxuries and enjoy the fruits of your labor. However, you also need to keep your long-term financial goals in mind. As your income grows, consider allocating a portion of your increased earnings towards savings and investments. This could be as simple as setting up automatic transfers to your savings account or increasing your contributions to your retirement fund. Remember, the objective is not to deprive yourself, but to create a sustainable lifestyle that supports your wealth-building goals. By doing this, you're not only safeguarding your financial future, but also teaching yourself the value of money and the importance of disciplined spending. It's also worth noting that wealth is not just about earning more. It's about managing what you earn wisely, making smart financial decisions, and letting your money work for you. As the old saying goes, it's not about how much money you make, but how much you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. In the race to wealth, it's not about how much you earn, but how much you keep. The third pitfall, neglecting to invest, is one many fall into. Many of us are taught from a young age to save our money. We open savings accounts and diligently deposit our earnings, expecting our wealth to grow. However, the reality is that savings accounts often offer very low interest rates. In fact, these rates are frequently so low that they don't even keep pace with inflation. Now, imagine a giant invisible force slowly eating away at your savings. That's essentially what inflation does. Over time, the purchasing power of your money decreases, meaning that the same amount of cash will buy you less in the future than it can today. If your money is in a low-yield savings account, it's not growing fast enough to counteract this effect. Instead, it's slowly losing value. So what's the alternative? Investing. By investing your money, you're giving it the opportunity to grow at a rate that can outpace inflation. Investments can come in many forms, from stocks and bonds to real estate and mutual funds. The key is to find an investment strategy that matches your financial goals and risk tolerance. Investing doesn't have to be scary or complicated. It's about making informed decisions and taking calculated risks. When done correctly, investing can turn your money into a powerful tool for wealth creation. It's like planting a seed and nurturing it over time. With patience and care, that seed can grow into a mighty tree. However, it's important to note that all investments come with risks. The value of your investments can go up and down, and you may get back less than you invested. That's why it's crucial to diversify your portfolio and not put all your eggs in one basket. In conclusion, neglecting to invest could mean you're missing out on potential wealth growth. It's like having a powerful sports car, but never taking it out of first gear. You're not utilizing its full potential, so don't let your money just sit there. Give it the opportunity to grow. Remember the golden rule of wealth creation. Make your money work for you. Last but certainly not least, let's address the lack of financial education. This is a significant roadblock many face on their journey to wealth accumulation, often overlooked, yet it holds immense importance. Imagine going on a journey to a place you've never been before without a map, a GPS, or even a basic understanding of the direction you should take. You'd probably end up lost, right? That's exactly what happens when you venture into the world of personal finance without the necessary knowledge. Financial literacy is that map. It's the compass that guides you through the complex terrain of wealth creation. It's understanding how money works, how to manage it, how to grow it, and how to protect it. Without this knowledge, you're more likely to make costly mistakes that can derail your financial journey. Let's delve a bit deeper into this. Personal finance is the cornerstone of financial literacy. It's about managing your money, budgeting, saving, and dealing with debt. It's understanding the difference between wants and needs and making informed decisions that align with your financial goals. Next, we have investment strategies. This is about understanding the different investment options available to you, from stocks and bonds to real estate and mutual funds. It's about learning how to analyze these options, manage risk, and make investments that align with your financial objectives. Tax planning is another crucial part of financial literacy. It's about understanding how taxes work, how they affect your income and investments, and how to make decisions that legally minimize your tax liability. And lastly, risk management. This involves understanding the potential risks associated with different financial decisions and how to mitigate them. It's about protecting your wealth from potential losses and ensuring that you have a safety net in case things don't go as planned. So take the time to invest in your financial education. Read books, take courses, consult with professionals. The more you learn, the better equipped you will be to navigate the financial landscape and make decisions that promote wealth growth. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your finances. Now, armed with this knowledge, you're better prepared to avoid these wealth-eroding habits. We've navigated through the treacherous terrains of high-interest debt, a pitfall that can significantly restrain your financial growth. We've discussed lifestyle inflation, a subtle but potent adversary that can keep you in the same financial spot despite an increase in income. We've also touched on the danger of neglecting to invest. Remember, by not investing, you may be leaving money on the table and allowing inflation to erode your savings purchasing power. Finally, we emphasize the importance of financial education. Without a solid understanding of how money works, you're more likely to stumble into costly mistakes. In summary, wealth accumulation is not a sprint, but a marathon, requiring consistent, informed decisions over time. Remember, the journey to wealth is less about making more money and more about making smart money decisions. Until next time, keep building your wealth.